In this short video, I'm going to show you how to make certain your business website becomes the single largest driver of new revenue for your business. And if you don't yet have a website, I'm going to tell you how to get our world-class team to build one for you for free. But you have to stick around until the end. Hi, I'm Mike. And before we jump in, I think it's fair to take just a moment to explain what makes me such an authority on this whole website thing. Now, way back in 2012, my friend Kyle and I founded our local marketing agency, New Hampshire Strategic Marketing. And since launching this business, we've become one of the largest full-service digital marketing agencies in our region. And one of the things we quickly realized is that we were one of the few agencies who take a results-focused approach to marketing. Most agencies focus on things like impressions, clicks, number of leads, how good something looks, etc. But our approach has always focused on business growth and customer acquisition. Now, when we meet with clients, we're talking about things like how many customers we sent to them, how much those customers were worth to the business, how many of them were the ideal customers, and where specifically did those customers come from? What did it cost to acquire those customers, and what was the bottom line profit? These are the things that matter when it comes to marketing. So when we started building websites for clients, this is what we focused on. And because of that, when clients had us start helping them with their marketing and websites, things changed, and they changed very quickly. Now, since launching our agency, we've also built a number of additional powerful brands designed to help and scale very specific verticals. As an example, Paver Launch was one of our first dedicated marketing systems designed specifically for paving companies. And a few years ago, we decided to expand to other verticals we were already getting great results for, and we launched Inbound Service Leads. And from there, we built and released the Inbound Service Leads app and other systems designed to help more service companies scale. Now, at the heart of every one of our most successful case studies is a simple but powerful website with an integrated marketing system, which we'll talk a little bit more about later on. Now, if you look at our case studies and reviews on any of these businesses, you'll quickly realize we've built and scaled more small business websites designed to make money and bring in customers, not just to look nice, than anyone else in our markets. Now, if you hadn't known about us before, take a few minutes to check us out. The fact is, everything I'm about to share in this video is based on a massive pool of results from real clients and real world businesses. This isn't conjecture. Anyway, this isn't about me, it's about you. So let's make sure you're in the right place by answering a few simple questions, specifically, who is this presentation for? Well, if you're a local service-based business, whether you go to the customer or they come to you, then this is for you. From chiropractors and attorneys to roofing companies and landscapers, this will definitely help. If your business website falls into any of these three scenarios, then the next few minutes are going to be a game changer for you. One, you don't even have a website for your business. Now, if that's you, then this is probably going to be the most important video you'll watch all year. And at the end of it, I'll even show you how to get a high converting, mobile first, fully SEO optimized website for free. No joke. All right, two, maybe you have an unprofessional, dated, and low producing website. Then this is still for you. As a matter of fact, I'll show you exactly what you need to do to fix that, again, for free, and why it's probably not as bad as you think. And then the third scenario, even if you have a good website, but it's not driving predictable, easily trackable revenue, then you're in luck. We've audited thousands of small business websites, and I'll share with you a few things you can do quickly and for free to help you turn your website into more of an income generator, like it was meant to be. Okay, so no website, good website, or bad website, we're gonna help you finally start turning your website into a customer getting machine. Fair enough? Okay, then let's get started. Here is exactly what we're gonna cover in this video. One, the real job of your business website, and I promise it's not what you think. Number two, the 5 simple elements on your site that drive 99% of the results, meaning customers and conversions, and why nothing else really matters. Number 3, the 4 simple rules you must follow if you want people to be able to find your website. Ignore these, and Google will essentially ban you from search, okay? Number 4, the single most important connection you must make on your site that will drive more new business than anything else you're doing. 5, how, and more importantly, why SEO is simpler and cheaper than it's ever been, and why you should probably not pay an ongoing fee for search engine optimization. This alone will save you thousands of dollars this year. And lastly, number 6, the secret back-end system that fewer than 2% of websites have that's responsible for more than 90% of the scale we see with our fastest growing clients. If you want to go from under $1 million a year or from that startup phase to multiple 7 figures quickly, then this is an absolute must. All right, I know that's a lot of ground to cover, but I promise this will be an incredible investment of your time because literally when it comes to growing your business, so much hinges on your website. All right, first things first. So, what is the job of your business website? Actually, it's threefold. Your business website is an online storefront, okay, for your business. Now, what this means is that your website is what people look at to get a feel for the type of business you are, for better or for worse. And the first job of your website is to give people the information and context to know that you're reputable, honest, and can help them with their needs and to do it in a modern, professional way. All right. So it's to instill trust and confidence and to create a desire within the prospect to reach out to you. Now, if you've got an old, outdated website or one that looks like it was built by a toddler, then people will pass you by and move on to one of your competitors, right? Someone who looks like they care about their business and are keeping up with the times. We judge a business by their website, plain and simple. And of course, if you don't even have a website, customers won't even know you exist. Not having a website is kind of like putting an out of business sign in your window, right? If you were a storefront, your competition loves this. So don't let that happen to you. Okay, so that's the first job of your website. The second job is to give visitors an immediate and easy way to engage with you. And I can tell you that 80% of customers who find your website online, probably more, will be on a mobile device. So you need a mobile first design and you need click to call buttons and simple, elegant forms if you're going to have people submitting forms, right? That you got to have well formatted images and easily readable text on smaller screens. All of the things that make it easy for that prospect to call you or to complete a simple form to get more info or book a meeting or an appointment, right? Whatever your business does. It's pretty simple. And the third and most often missed job of your website is to communicate to the search engines and other connected assets, which we'll talk about a bit later, exactly who you are, what you do, where you do it, and who your website should be shown to. Now, if you miss this step or if you get it wrong, your website will never be found. And no matter how good it looks or how easy it is to engage with, it will never drive any real revenue for your business. Now, most website companies stop at the looks nice stage, and that's a shame. Okay, so a quick recap, and it's best to run through these three backwards, right? The job of your website is to, 1, be optimized in such a way that it gets shown to people who are looking for the services you offer in the areas you serve. 2, makes it easy for these prospects to engage with you, especially on their phones. And 3, is designed in such a way as to convert the highest number of these people as possible. Your site instills trust and confidence and set your business apart from the competition. Easy enough. Okay, on to the second point I promised to cover, which is the 5 simple elements on your site that drive 99% of results, meaning customers and conversions. Now, most small businesses spend way too much time thinking about their websites, honestly. The actual look and feel or design of the site isn't nearly as important as the actual content of the site. And to make it super easy for you to build out or rework your existing website, I'll tell you the only 5 things you need to get right to have the greatest impact on results, meaning conversions to customers, right? Remember, we just need to instill trust, confidence, and to set you apart from the competition. So here are the 5 most important elements to focus on with your website. 1, clear, concise, above the fold content, meaning what people see when they first land on your website. You got to explain who you are, what you do, who you do it for. Okay, those are the most important things. 2, why choose you over the competition? You need to explain this clearly, and you need to give them reason. You need to show things like special incentives, your years in business, your certifications, insurances, and why you are better than the competition. Number 3, you got to show pictures of your work and good, beautiful pictures of your best work. Most specifically, you should show pictures of work related to what the prospects are actually looking for help with. All right. Number 4, you got to show testimonials from other happy customers. All right. Very, very important. Number 5, you need to have streamlined content. You need to show them only what matters. All right. So if you get these elements right, your website will convert. I guarantee it. Everything else is just noise. And in this day and age, noise will kill your conversion rates. People don't want to have to wade through a bunch of content to make an informed decision. They just want to know you can do what they need help with and that others have had a good experience working with you. Really, it's that simple, okay? So we've helped build many seven-figure businesses with just a simple one-page website. Now stick around and I'll show you how to get us to build one for you for free. But first, let's talk about the next point I promised to cover, which is the 4 simple rules you must follow if you want people to be able to find your website. Now ignore these and Google will essentially ban you from search. All right, keeping this direct and no fluff, here they are. 1, build your website for speed. Fast loading times are critically important to ranking, all right? Number 2, build your website for mobile users first, all right? Over 80% of traffic you get to your website will be for mobile users, and the experience that they have will determine how well you show up in search. All right, number 3, make sure your content is unique and authentic. If you're using AI to generate content or you're doing content very similar to many of your competitors, your search rankings will suffer, all right? Number 4, make sure to spend as much time on the under the hood content, meaning things like your meta content, your title tags, descriptions, your social content, etc. Make sure to spend as much time on those things as you do on the things that the searchers and the visitors to your website can actually see, because it's the under the hood stuff that the search engine use more than anything else for ranking you, all right? Now, if you get these 4 simple things right, you will beat out over 90% of your typical website competition online, all right? In truth, nearly all web design companies literally skip this stuff and it will cost you in your business. All right. Now, with that said, let's keep going. All right, we're making some great time here, but I'm still going to save the best for last. Okay, first, let's talk about the other thing I promised to mention, which is the single most important connection you must make on your site that will drive more new business than literally anything else you're doing. All right, now this one is easy, but I'm way too often shocked to see how many newer businesses miss this or do it wrong entirely, right? Which will cost you tons of lost leads and customers. And it's simply connecting your business website to your Google Business Profile or your GBP, all right? And once this is connected, your GBP will essentially feed off your website to gain more clarity on who you are, what you do, and where you serve customers. This is a big part of the reason that getting the foundational pieces of your website done right matter so much. Your website and your Google business page work in concert with one another to magically get your business showing up more and more for the search terms that matter most to your business. So syncing these 2 properties and optimizing them together in a very intentional and specific manner will drive more new business your way. It's a fact. Okay, let's move on to the next super important and highly related point, which is how and why SEO is simpler and cheaper than it's ever been, and why you should never pay ongoing fees for search engine optimization, right? This one alone is going to save you thousands. Now, of course, SEO agencies are going to hate me for this one, but here's the truth. SEO for local service-based businesses is simple, straightforward, and doesn't have to be a long-term ongoing project. The days of writing content or creating blog posts, etc., are literally long behind us, at least for your type of business. Now listen, you only care about buyer traffic, or at least you should, right? You want to attract people who have an immediate need and are looking to make a buying decision now, not tomorrow, not a month or a year from now, right now. So when building your site out, you should only create the content that Google and other search engines need to know to understand what services you offer and who your ideal customers are. That's it. As an example, if you're a roofer looking to do more roof replacements, you need to make sure you have content that clearly focuses on you being a roofing company that works in and around city XYZ, right? That's it. You don't need to talk about why roofs leak or how to replace shingles or why roof type A is better than type B, etc. Now, can you get customers from that type of content? Sure, but we're taking an 80-20 approach here. And the reality is someone like reading that type of content is more likely to be a do-it-yourselfer or just looking for information. So why waste the time? And many times, a lot of people don't understand this, but many times this type of information may even hurt your organic rankings for the terms that really matter to your business. Now, too much information like this may lead Google to believe you're a product company or an information site and not a local roofing company at all, right? On the other hand, if you focus on attracting people who type in terms like roofing company near me, right? Or roofing company in Concord, New Hampshire, as an example, you're now focused on attracting customers. People don't search for company type terms unless they're looking to hire. So, all this to say, focus on content that attracts buyers, okay? That is simple and only feeds search engines information that helps them understand who you are and what you do specifically. So just to be clear, there's two things we're trying to appease here, right? We're trying to appease the search engines and the actual person doing the search, your potential customer. For search engines, focus only on the services you offer, the locations you serve, and the under the hood stuff that we talked about earlier. For the potential customer, focus on why you're the best choice to help them and provide plenty of evidence, meaning good pictures and testimonials. And if you have a good offer to encourage them to reach out immediately, that will go a long ways also. All right, there's your SEO plan. Now, once you have all of that built out and optimized, ongoing SEO is really not necessary. Just keep an eye on your numbers and refresh your content if needed, or if you start adding new services or service areas, you'll need to add some new pages and content related to those things, okay? Keep it simple. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here, and I think it makes sense just to recap real quick. So far, as promised, we've covered 1, the real job of your business website. 2, the 5 elements on your site that drive 99% of the results. 3, the 4 rules to follow if you want people to be able to find your website, meaning customers. Number 4, the importance of connecting your website to your Google business profile. And number 5, how to stop wasting money on SEO. And with that, I want to jump into the last point here, because this one is the one that's going to turn an average website into a money-making machine. And it leads to how you can get our team to build you a website for free if you don't have one yet. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about the secret back-end system that fewer than 2% of websites have that's responsible for more than 90% of the scale we see with our fastest growing clients. If you want to finally break that coveted $2 million a year barrier, then pay close attention here. Now, everything we've covered to this point is about getting your business in front of your ideal customers when they're searching online and presenting yourself in a way that encourages them to engage with your business. Now, when they do, the job of your website is technically finished, but it's what happens next that will actually make you money. Now, how those leads are handled is what separates the most successful businesses from everyone else. Most websites collect leads, right, if they fill out a form, and send you an email notification about them. And when people call, it just directs them to your office line or cell phone. You then have to rely on yourself or your team to input those leads into another CRM or some offline system, where they way too often are followed up with haphazardly, or worse, those leads fall through the cracks, okay? You hear it all the time from customers. I called John's Roofing and they never even returned my call. I sent a request for a quote and it took them a week to get back to me. I had already hired another company. When I called them for the second time, they didn't even know who I was, and on and on and on. We hear stories like this from prospects trying to give their business to companies all the time. Now, it's a sad fact, but the reality is this is how most businesses operate. Now, do you want to treat your leads and customers this way? Of course not. But are you? Be honest with yourself. In our experience, most businesses completely miss the mark on properly managing their leads and customers, and it's the single biggest reason for stunted growth there is, literally. Properly managing leads does a few things. 1, it sets you apart from the competition. Those businesses who engage with leads the fastest win more jobs, period. Okay? 2, it builds trust and longer-term relationships. Knowing a prospect's name and being able to recall the history of your work and or conversations with them when you do talk goes a long ways to growing your business. Okay? Number 3, it makes pricing a much less important part of the decision-making process. The right kinds of customers care more about your responsiveness and trust, and they will gladly pay a premium to work with a company they've had a good initial experience with, okay? Now, all of these things come down to one simple thing: having a fully integrated marketing system directly connected to the back end of your website. Now, when a lead comes in to your website, like through a form submission or even a phone call, two very simple things should happen every single time. One, a contact should be created in your CRM, right? Your customer management system. That information should then be used to automatically and immediately create a sales opportunity in a sales pipeline tailored to your business. This is what all the big businesses do. That way, no lead ever falls through the cracks. And if you work on this sales pipeline properly, you'll convert far more leads into customers. It's literally impossible not to. Now, in addition to those things, a good marketing system will also do the following, all right? One, it will track the exact source of that lead, i.e., how did that person find your website? Was it from your Google business profile, a paid ad, a newspaper listing, etc.? This information is critical to growing and scaling your advertising, right? And you can't grow a business without this type of tracking. Businesses who can't track lead sources make way less money when they start investing in advertising. We literally see it all the time. Okay, number two, a good marketing system also needs a very simple way to track the potential value of those leads, right? So you can prioritize follow-up. And it needs a way to track them through all the stages of your sales process, from a quote request all the way to a closed deal. And number three, a good marketing system also needs a way to track all of the communication with your leads and customers in a timeline so you always know where every sales opportunity stands, regardless of whether you're the one doing that sales opportunity or it's another representative of your company, right? Number four, and a good marketing system must also be able to scale with your business, all right, as you add more salespeople, office staff, etc. And of course, there are a lot more benefits of using a marketing system directly integrated with your most important business asset, meaning your website. But we don't have time to cover all of them here. The main point is a website alone is not going to be enough to move the needle for most businesses. It's the combination of your website and a fully integrated marketing system that will really move the needle for your business and drive more customers and revenue and growth. All right. Now, over the last decade, we've been building websites and marketing systems for clients across the US. And last year, we publicly released the Inbound Service Leads app for service-based businesses. This is the marketing system that operates basically behind the scenes to convert leads into customers. This alone has been a game changer for many of our fastest growing clients. Now, we realized, quite by accident actually, that this system would benefit brand new businesses even more. The challenge being that newer businesses don't yet have a website. So, to help startups and early stage businesses and to give them access to the same level of power and sophistication as our larger clients, we now build the website directly into the app and offer the Inbound Service Leads app and website together in a package we call the Fast Track Marketing System. Now, in a moment, I'm going to cut to a screen capture showing you a website example and the back end of the Fast Track Marketing System so you can see clearly and directly how it works, and you can decide if it's a good fit for you and your business, right? After that short walkthrough, I'll jump back here and I'll share the details on exactly how you can get us to build your website for free and how you can get access to the Fast Track Marketing System today. So be sure to stick around to that. Okay, let's go over to the screen cap. All right, so just real quickly, let's just kind of do a brief 80-20 walkthrough of the Fast Track Marketing System. It's an integrated CRM that takes whatever lead sources you're using, however people find you online, they get to your website, they get to your GMB, they engage with your business. It's what happens then that makes the biggest difference for growth in your business. How you handle those leads, how you convert those leads, is really, really important. And most businesses don't have a good system in place to turn that interest into revenue for the business by converting them into customers. And that's exactly what the Fast Track Marketing System was developed for. So whether you have a website or you don't, we can work with you in any case. So if you have a really good website, we can basically integrate it with the Fast Track Marketing System to make sure that all the leads come into the marketing machine, right? If you don't have one, we can very easily set one up for you and get all the leads coming in there. As an example, this is a templated website. This is just a made-up business we've created called Roof Pros. Just to give you an idea of like what a good business website, a direct response, simple but effective website looks like, right? So we've created this just as a demo that we use for clients. But what I want to do is I want to show you like what happens when you have a good marketing system when somebody engages with your business. Now, the first thing is, in many cases, first things first, you want to be able to track everybody that comes to your business, okay? So for this demo, I've set up a really simple tracking link that you would use from your Google business page as an example. When somebody clicks on the website link from your Google business profile, they come to your website, they're checking out your website, they research you, they either call you or fill out a form. So for the case of this demo, I'm just going to fill out this form as a demo user. And let's see. And this is just fictitious info. Okay, so somebody comes, I look, I'm like, okay, re-roof. I'll confirm that I'm not a robot. Agree to terms. And so I've submitted a request with your business. Now, what happens here, right? So I'll go into our CRM now. Let me just refresh this here. This is the inside of the Fast Track marketing system. Now, we had a contact that filled out a form on our website. So the first thing that happens is a new contact is created, okay? And I'm going to just take a look at this contact real quickly, and you can see my information that I submitted in here. There's a bunch of other, I'm going to hide all empty fields. And I'll open up the rest of these. You can see the address that I have here. And this is important here. So this is the source info. So now I can look at this and I know that this lead came from Google, from my Google business profile, and they clicked the website link. So you have this level of granular tracking for every lead that comes in. You can set this up for any lead source you want. We also do phone number tracking and in all source tracking you want. So it's really, really important. Any good marketing system should allow you to tell exactly where your leads are coming from, because when they convert into a customer, you want to be able to go back and advertise more or invest more in that traffic source that's bringing you customers, right? So if you don't have this source info, it's very, very difficult to scale a business. And most businesses do not have this level of sophisticated marketing setup. And we build this all out for you as part of the system, okay? Now, when this lead is created, so now I filled out that form, we have a bunch of automation that happens in the back office, and every business is unique, but we have what we call a sales pipeline set up for your business. And a sales pipeline is basically every opportunity that's created for your business. So when that lead is created, we automatically go out and we create a new sales opportunity for you, and we insert it into your sales pipeline. Now, this is a demo pipeline. This is a pretty typical layout, and it outlines your sales process. So typically you'll start as a new lead, and then you work people through the stages of your sales pipeline. Once you talk to this lead, you reach out to them, you call them, they request a quote, right? So now you move them along to the next stage in the pipeline. Now you know that all the leads in this stage have requested a quote. You can open this lead up. You can put notes on the fact that they requested a quote, notes you had about the property, all of that stuff there, right? Because it's important to be able to track what's happening here. So let's say that I did an on-site visit. So, and I'm going to do this very briefly, but on-site visit needs full re-roof provided estimate. Okay, and this is very general, but so you can see the date and time that happened. So when you come back into this field and you look at that, you can see that. The other thing you want to do immediately is you want to put down the opportunity value. So if you quoted them $15,560, right? You want to put that here, and then you click update. So now you have the opportunity value, the value of that deal. All right, you can put other information in here for them if you want, but these are the primary things that you need to know. So now we've provided that quote, so we move them along. Now think about this in the aspect of having 20 or 30 different leads you're working every single week. A lot of companies lose track of where they're at with each one. It takes them too long to get back to them. They lose the details, and they ultimately lose the deal because they didn't handle the pre-sale process properly. And this helps you to eliminate that problem, and it also allows you to see what type of sales volume and opportunity you have in your pipeline. All right. Now, once you reach out to that person, they agree they want you to do the job, you close the contract. Now you've won that job. Okay. Now, so you'll go through, you'll put notes about your conversation. When the job's completed, you will then move this to the job completed stage. And then once you've met with the prospect and you're happy, they've confirmed that they're happy with the result that you provided, and you basically ask them like, hey, is there anything we could have done better? Are you 100% completely satisfied with this? They're like, yeah, it was a great experience. Thank you so much. Then you move them to the send review request stage, and your system will automatically go out and send a review request to them now that you've confirmed that they want to do that, right? So the lead comes in from the website. They're created as a contact. You engage with this person, and you can do that through here. The system allows you to email them. If you have a dedicated phone number set up in the system, you can text them and call them directly here from the app, and all of that communication is tracked in here. You can also send them an email directly. Now, I'm not gonna, because this is just a demo email, but you can send them an email, and all of your conversation, your phone calls, your SMS, if you have phone tracking enabled, all of your email communication will show up in this thread here, okay? Everything that has happened with this lead, you can see, oh, I moved it through all these stages. It's got the date, time. You can see what pages they visited, all the tracking information over here. And there's a bunch more, but like I said, this is an 80-20, right? So you have your conversations that happen with them as you phone, email. All of those open conversations that you haven't responded to will be showing here. So each day, every few hours, you can come in however frequently you want to do that. Make sure that you're keeping up to date with all the conversations with your leads and customers. And most importantly, for most businesses, you have the sales pipeline that allows you to bring these leads from lead, a brand new cold lead status, all the way through to completed job and review requests, right? Very, very, very important. Now, couple of other just really quick things, high level things. Your dashboard will show you all of the engagements and your opportunities you have open, won opportunities. It will show when your Google business page is connected to your GMB. All of your data will show here. We also have, with the full system, we have different levels, but with a full system, you'll be able to track and manage your reputation area tracking reviews. We also allow you to do listings. We have a direct integration with Yext, which is responsible for keeping your name, address, and phone number updated on all of the websites that Google trusts and gives credence to. So we have a direct integration with them. We can do a free business scan, and this is an add-on service, but we do include it with our full fast track marketing system. Okay, so this will be included, even though it's usually an add-on for $79 a month. We actually do include this for the full integration clients, and we do have a review engine that's set up where you can get a QR code. And then, of course, we provide thorough and detailed video training for the system itself. So a detailed walkthrough of exactly how to use the app, how to use the sales pipeline, the contact, the communication sections, how to deal with the reputation stuff, all of that. And we include a bonus training for a program we call the Spyglass Method that teaches you how to do the research for your business to make sure you can dominate in your local market for the search terms that mean the most to your business. We also help you figure out which search terms do matter, and then how do I win those search terms as well. There's a reporting area and so much more, okay? So that's just a really quick overview of the fast track marketing system and the direct integration we build with. If you have an existing website, or if you don't have a website, we'll set one up for you and integrate it directly with the system, okay? Hopefully you can see how powerful it will be for you to be able to capture every new lead that comes in and put it in a CRM that will allow you to move them through a sales process so you don't ever lose track of those incredibly valuable leads and ultimately customers for your business. All right, welcome back. So what did you think? Can you see how this system will completely change your business for the better? If you want a high converting website and you want us to take care of building it, optimizing it, connecting it to your existing Google business profile, and integrating it directly with the CRM that captures, tracks, and helps you convert more leads into customer, then this is for you. And if you already have an existing website and you want to integrate it with a high performance CRM, again, this is for you. The Fast Track marketing system includes 1, a single page direct response style website. Now we recommend 3 to 6 primary service categories, 6 to 10 primary service areas, meaning cities and towns, 4 to 8 testimonials, 1 to 2 pictures of each type of service work you're looking to do. And we'll need your logo, your phone number and email, your domain name, and access to your registrar or DNS provider. Now, this is required. Don't worry if you don't have any of these pieces. Our team can walk you through what it's going to take to get the system up and running, even if you are missing some of those elements, okay? Number 2, we're going to do all on-site SEO. We're going to optimize that all right out of the gate. Number 3, we're going to set you up with Google Search Console. Number 4, we're going to set up all the automations that are going to help to convert all form submissions into opportunities in a sales pipeline tailored to your business for easy tracking and so nobody falls through the cracks. We're then going to set up what they call UTM capabilities, which are going to be built into every form. You'll finally know what lead sources produce customers and revenue for your business, and as important, which ones don't, okay? We're going to integrate your Google Business Profile, your Google Business page, directly with the app, okay? And if you don't have a Google Business Profile, we can help you claim or create one for a small additional fee. We're going to set up the review engine to help automate sending review request emails and accessing QR codes to facilitate getting more reviews for your business because they're very important. We're also going to work on the citation setup and management through the Yext integration. That will all be built into the system as well. And we're going to include an onboarding meeting, which is a video meeting where we'll walk you through using the entire system. All right. Now, once your system is built, we do have additional add-on features that we can discuss, which will include additional services and location pages, right? This is our ad hoc SEO process, which eliminates high monthly fees and produces better results. We have full phone and SMS capabilities in the app. And when you implement this, we can set up what's called a missed call text back system, right? We've talked about that. It also includes inbound lead creation from calls, caller name lookup for inbound calls, lots of stuff along those lines. And we also do have Google Business Page optimization services, which will help you get more traffic from your Google Business page and profile, right? And there's lots of other things as well. Now, just keep in mind, these are all more advanced features and are not needed initially, right? These are scaling tactics. So what is it going to take to put all of this power in your hands, right? Well, it's probably not as much as you're thinking. The reality is all markets have become incredibly competitive, and it's harder than ever to build and grow a service-based business. There's just no way around it. Where there used to be only a handful of companies in a market for a particular service, now, and you're probably aware of this, but now there are dozens or more in every single geography. If you want to succeed, you need a system like this in place to give you an advantage over the competition and to set you above them, okay? Now, if you don't change how you show up online and improve how you manage your lead handling, you're going to struggle, plain and simple. We built this system to allow our newer clients to get a solid foothold in competitive markets as quickly as possible. These are companies who basically already have a solid business, but we're struggling to scale. And it works amazingly well in these cases. But we discovered almost by accident, actually, that it's an incredibly powerful advantage to startup and newer businesses as well, even more so. There's literally no better way to launch a new business, okay? So based on that, we're doing everything possible to put this system within reach for businesses at any stage. If you're looking for a quick fix, a cheap system, or any other type of magic pill, then this isn't for you. The truth is, if you're not willing to invest in your business, then you're going to be stuck at the bottom of a pile fighting for jobs nobody else wants to do, or worse, working for margins so thin you might as well not do the work at all. But if you want to become one of the truly successful businesses in your market, and you're serious about showing up well online and converting the highest percentage of leads into customers who have a great experience working with you, then this is what you've been looking for. There are just 2 investments to put this to work in your business. 1, the software itself. The Inbound Service Leads app is the CRM that this is all built in, all right? One of the first steps is to register for an account so everything is built in your system directly. The software subscription varies by features, of course, but we have plans for all budgets. The second investment is the one-time setup fee, all right? Again, this is to build everything out for your business. This varies depending on what we need to build or integrate with for your specific business, but we do offer financing plans to put this well within reach for anyone, literally. We offer low monthly payments, and for those businesses in a position to pay up front, we do offer significant discounts. Our only goal is to set your business up for long-term success. Now, as I promised, we're now including a one-page website, which is a $1,500 value for free for all businesses who need one and who take advantage of this Fast Track Marketing System special offer. Your website is a very important element to your online success, but it's the integration with the CRM and the behind-the-scenes systems in your business that drive real revenue. Okay, that's all there is to it. There's no better investment you can make for your business, and we've done everything in our power to put this within reach. Get started today, and within the next few weeks, your business can be in a much better place. Oh, and I should mention, like you, we're a small business and are limited on the number of fast track systems we can build out each month. Now, on average, our team can launch around 8 new systems a month. So if you want to reserve your spot, it's best to take action now. We're the best at what we do, as our clients' feedback and our case studies have shown, and this is literally the only system of its kind. You can't get anything even remotely close to the Fast Track Marketing System anywhere else online. If you really want to change your business in a better way for good, then this is the answer you've been looking for. Whatever lead sources you currently use to acquire customers is going to work better, even referral traffic. And whatever you do to market your business in the future, whatever new lead sources you deploy, every one of them will be more productive with a system like this in place. It's one of the few systems in your business designed to make you more money. Okay, the last thing I want to cover, which is how to get started. So here's what happens first. The first step is to book a call with one of our onboarding specialists. Now, on this call, we'll answer any remaining questions you have about the system, and we'll look at your current sales process so we can tailor your pipeline. If you have an existing website, we'll look at how we can integrate with or possibly replace it if you want. And we'll discuss the assets we need from you, and we'll answer any questions related to those, right? If you don't have reviews or pictures, etc., we'll help you with all of that. And we'll agree on a clear plan and feature set for your specific business. Now, once that's done, we'll go over the setup investment and present payment options to make sure this works for everyone. And once agreed, we'll send over a payment link and a proposal to get started on the work. We typically take care of these two things right on the call, right? And we'll get you a timeline on the setup and launch so you know exactly what to expect. Now, here's what happens after you pay, so there's no surprises. Now, first, after you submit payment, a member of our onboarding team will send you an email outlining the specifics we need from you to start the build out. Now, as we talked about a little bit earlier, these things include, so you can prepare for them in advance, your 3 to 6 primary service categories, your 6 to 10 primary service areas, meaning the cities and towns you want to work in, 4 to 8 of your best client testimonials, 1 to 2 pictures of each type of service work you do, meaning pictures from your projects, as well as pictures of your trucks, storefront, etc., depending on your business. We'll need files for your logo if you have them, your published business phone number and email, your domain name. And if you don't have one, just go to GoDaddy and register one. And we'll need access to your registrar and your DNS provider. Now, this is, if you don't have the details for this, don't worry, we can help you get those. And if you don't even know what those things are, we'll kind of walk you through that as well. But we will need access to those so that we can set everything up for you, okay? And we'll also need you to add us to your existing Google business profile. And we'll show you again how to do that all as well, okay? If you don't have a Google business page yet, we'll show you how to set one up and to verify it, all right? Really, really simple. Now, once we have all of those details, we get to work immediately building out your system. And this typically takes 7 to 10 business days, but it may be slightly longer or shorter depending on our current pipeline. Now, once that system is built, your system, one of our onboarding team members will reach out to you to schedule a Zoom meeting, which is a video conference, where we'll walk you through the entire system, how to use it, and then what to think about next, all right? These calls usually last 20 to 30 minutes, but we will literally stay on as long as it takes to answer any and all questions you have, right? We want to make sure you're 100% comfortable in using the system so you can put it to work in your business. That's it. So now it's up to you. If you want to get an exact picture of what it looks like to implement the Fast Track marketing system for your business, then simply click the button or link below to schedule a time to talk with one of our onboarding specialists. Regardless of your choice, I hope you gained something from this video. Thank you.